Chapter 7 मेरी किताब. मेरी किताब. किताब meaning book. मेरी किताब my book. माँ ने वीरू को एक संदेश देकर अपनी बहन के पास भेजा. माँ is mother. So mother sent वीरू with a message. संदेश meaning message to her sister. अपनी बहन के पास भेजा meaning sent. Mother sent वीरू to her sister with a message. मौसी ने प्यार से वीरू को अंदर बुलाया. So mother's sister is aunt. So मौसी meaning aunt. So वीरू's aunt welcomed her inside with much love. प्यार meaning love. मौसी ने प्यार से वीरू को अंदर बुलाया और बैठक में ले गई and took her to the living room. बैठक meaning living room. बैठक में कदम रखते ही वीरू अचरज से ठिठक गई. So while she stepped into the living room, कदम रखना meaning to step into, she was overcame with wonder. अचरज meaning wonder. Why? उसने सोचा बाप रे इतनी सारी किताबें. So obviously the living room was full of book or bookshelves. So she wondered, my God, these many books. किताब book, किताबें books. वहाँ नीचे से ऊपर तक किताबों से भरे खानों वाली 2 लंबी दीवारें थी. So what did Veeru find in the living room? She found some shelves or bookshelves. Khana meaning shelf. So these bookshelves, they were arranged against the wall. Lambi दीवारें meaning tall walls. And these shelves were full of books. नीचे से ऊपर तक. From bottom to top, these shelves were full of books. वह आंखें फाड़े देखती रही. So Veeru was very surprised to see all these books. Maybe it was the first time she was seeing so many books. And with much wonder, with her eyes wide open, आंखें फाड़े, she looked at these books. अंत में उसने साहस करके पूछा. Finally, she gathered some courage and asked her aunt. साहस करके meaning gathering courage. क्या आपके पास बच्चों के लिए भी किताबें हैं? And she asked, do you have books for kids too? बच्चे meaning kids. So Veeru wanted to know whether the shelves had kids books too. मौसी ने कहा. Aunt said, हाँ, yes, I have books. ये देखो, ये वाला खाना और ये वाला. And she said, look at this shelf and this shelf. वीरू ने हैरानी से कहा. हैरानी meaning surprise. So with much surprise, वीरू said, इतनी ढेर सारी किताबें. These many books. मेरे पास तो इतनी किताबें नहीं है. I don't have these many books with me. मौसी ने कहा, यदि तुम चाहो तो मैं पढ़ने के लिए तुम्हें कुछ किताबें दे सकती हूँ. So seeing Veeru's excitement, her aunt said, यदि तुम चाहो तो, if you want, I can give you some books to read. पढ़ने के लिए. तुम्हें किस तरह की किताबें सबसे अधिक पसंद है? Then aunt asked, किस तरह meaning what type? What type of books do you like the most? अधिक पसंद meaning the most. So obviously her aunt was asking whether Veeru wanted to read some adventure stories or whether she wanted to read some animal stories or some classic stories like that. Veeru ने धीरे से कहा. And Veeru now replied in a very low voice. धीरे से कहा. मुझे मालूम नहीं. I don't know. मौसी ने एक किताब निकालकर वीरू को पकड़ाई. So now मौसी, her aunt, took out, निकालना meaning to take out. She took out a book from one of the shelves and gave it to वीरू. वीरू को पकड़ाई और कहा. Then said, तुम एक किताब पढ़कर देखो. You try reading this book. वीरू घबराकर पीछे हटी. Now वीरू was afraid. She was trembling. घबराकर meaning to tremble. And she stepped back. पीछे हटना meaning to step back. So when aunt gave her the book, she was kind of afraid. She stepped back and then said, "बाप रे ये तो बहुत मोटी है." Oh no, this book is very fat, meaning this book is very big. मौसी ने सुझाव दिया. So now her aunt gave her a suggestion. सुझाव देना meaning to suggest. अच्छा, तो फिर शायद ए वाली ठीक रहेगी. So she pulled out another book and then said, maybe this will be good for you. Perhaps this will be good for you. शायद meaning perhaps. वीरू बोली. Now वीरू said, ये बहुत बड़ी है. This is also very big. मेरे बस्ते में नहीं आएगी. So this will not fit into my bag. Basta meaning bag. So if it doesn't fit into my bag, how can I carry it home? So now वीरू had another excuse. मौसी ने एक तीसरी किताब दिखाई. दिखाना meaning to show. So now her aunt showed her a third book. और इसके बारे में क्या ख्याल है? And asked, what is your opinion about this book? ख्याल meaning opinion. वीरू ने किताब के पन्ने पलटे और एक फैसला किया. So वीरू took that third book in her hands and then what did she do? Panne meaning pages. Palatna meaning to turn. So she just flipped the pages. And then she decided. Faisla karna meaning to decide. What did she decide? इसमें पढ़ने के लिए बहुत कम है. So now Veeru was saying, this book has only few pages. This has very little to read. पढ़ने के लिए बहुत कम है. इतनी छोटी छोटी तस्वीरें. And look at the pictures. They are very small. तस्वीरें meaning pictures. और यह किताब बहुत पतली है. And this book is very thin or very small. So Veeru, instead of looking inside the book and finding out whether she would like the story, she was looking at the size of the book. And she was making excuses about it. So now her aunt said, मौसी ने कहा, वीरू, मुझे तो लगता है कि, लगना meaning to feel. So her aunt said, I feel like मैं तुम्हारे लिए किताब नहीं चुन सकती. चुनना meaning to choose. So her aunt said, I feel like I may not be able to choose a book for you. ऐसा करना. Do this. अगली बार जब तुम आओ, so next time when you will come to my house, अपने साथ एक फुट्टा लेती आना. फुट्टा meaning measuring tape. So her aunt said, we'll do one thing, Veeru. Next time when you come to my house, you bring a measuring tape with you. वीरू ने पूछा, फुट्टा क्यों? Now Veeru asked, why should I bring a measuring tape? Why a measuring tape? मौसी ने हंसकर कहा. हंसकर meaning laughing. Her aunt laughed and said, तुम्हें जितनी मोटी किताब चाहिए तुम नाप कर ले लेना. So Veeru was trying to choose a book based on its size. So her aunt said, if you have a measuring tape, your job will be easier. You can just measure the book, naap kar. By measuring, you can find out the right sized book for you. तुम्हें जितनी मोटी किताब चाहिए. So whichever size book you want, you can just measure and find out the right book for you. ठीक है ना? Am I right? So her aunt was obviously making fun of Veeru. Size of the book is not what we should see when we choose a book. Right? वीरू ने माँ के भेजे हुए कागज़ को मेज़ पर रखा. So now Veeru was also embarrassed. What did she do? Her mother had sent the message on a piece of paper. कागज़ meaning paper. She kept that paper on a table. मेज़ meaning table. माँ के भेजे हुए कागज़ को मेज़ पर रखा और भाग खड़ी हुई. And she just ran away.